Right guys, Will here from ZaltekReviews.com. Today I've got another watch from Swiss Watch Company. Now I reviewed the Bunker field watch, that was years ago. Before I even started the YouTube channel, I was just doing the written stuff. And even that watch was pre-Elite List. And when I started the Elite List, the Bunker was on there. And it's always been on there. Not once have I took it off. And this is called the Tumbler. And this is basically a follow-up to the Bunker. And as you can see, it's the lume's pretty good. Play the intro. Right guys, there's a lot more to this watch than just the lume. However, it is good, as you just saw. Right, let me crack through the specs and I'll give you my thoughts as I go through. Right, price of these, they're actually on pre-order at the moment. And even although I missed the launch because the watch arrived quite late, it takes a bit longer coming to the UK than it does to other places apparently. Anyway, I'll just zoom out a wee bit. Right, price of these, $650 US, and you have about a week left to get it at that price. I believe it runs out on the 31st of October. Then it goes to its normal retail price, which is $100 more, taking it up to $750. Right, so this watch, to give its full title, is the Swiss Watch Company, or SWC for short, Tumbler Titanium Field Watch. And it is good. Oh shit! And it is good, very good in fact. But is it good enough to replace the Bunker that's on my Elite List? We shall see as I go through it, because I do all my videos in one take, and basically it's just a huge brain fart. Whatever's in my head, I'll say. So utter nonsense, really. Oh shit, hang on. Something else I need to show you. I'll just... Oh, it's my tripod. Hang on. Right. I'll show you this first. It is the packaging. Not much has changed since the last time I looked at Swiss Watch Company. It's a nice leather pouch type thing. Got their old logo on the front. Mental. Go into that later. Usual stuff. Watch goes in there. You do get a nylon strap. I never got a nylon strap with this sample. The watch, sorry, the movement is regulated, as you can see there. And what, 5 different positions. I stuck it on the time grapher and I was getting an average of plus 5 seconds a day, which is perfectly fine. Oh, that's spare links. Oh, aye. Oh, bloody hell. Hang on. You also get, with this watch that I've never seen before, is a personalised warranty card. And there's mine with my logo on it. Hello! So, and that's the new logo from Swiss Watch Company that you'll see on the dial in a wee bit if you haven't seen it already. Right. A 3-year warranty, by the way, on this, which is excellent. Yeah, I'll put that back in there. I'm not getting to keep this watch, so they kind of ruined a warranty card just for the 10-15 minutes that I've got it for a review, which is a shame. They should just let me keep it. Anyway, back to the watch. Right, I'll just put that there. And I won't move it so you don't complain. Are you moving the watch too much? Numpties. Right, case diameter on this is 40.8mm. Has a total thickness of 10.4mm. Lug to lug 46.5mm. And the watch has a 22mm lug width. The total weight on the bracelet, sized up for my 6 3/4 inch wrist, is 98 grams. You barely even know it's there. Well, one of the big improvements over the original bunker is the finishing. And obviously titanium. It is like brushed and polished. Which I think the bunk. I mean, this is DLC, you know, full black. It also has a hardness coating of up to 1200 on the Vickers scale. But as I was mentioning, brushed and polished, which is an upgrade, and it's done extremely well. You could see it there. It's quite hard to see in the black DLC version. But the other colourways are the same, even the different finishes. We just like the titanium, normal titanium finish. But I really like this black DLC. It's nice. I don't have a black DLC watch in my own collection. But aye, this would be a good addition. Is it my favourite colourway? Well, I'll get into that later. In fact, no, I better get into it now before I forget. Hang on a sec. Right, you got this one, which they call khaki. It's like a two-tone grey finish. What's next? You've got the all black version, which is lovely. I think the all black with the DLC, I think that's my favourite, to be honest with you. What's this one? You've got a grey version, I like that as well, with a grey normal titanium. Maybe that's my favourite. Maybe. Then you've got this funky one that's like purple and what would you call that in the middle? Like pink? It's funky anyway. I think that'll be quite popular, that one, to be honest with you. Then there's a green one, there's like a two-tone green. There's a blue one, and that's it. Back to this one. Right, I'll get into this. Right, the movement inside it is a fully regulated, as you saw in the 5 positions. Salita SW200-1, 28,800 vibrations an hour, hackable self-winding with a 38-hour power reserve. The case is brushed and polished, right, as I mentioned. But it's done really well. As you can see on this version, focus, I've absolutely no issues at all with the finishing. The bracelet, I mean, that's in there. Tolerances are very tight. There's no wiggle or anything like that there. The bracelet's nice. Two-tone, and remember this has got a hardness coating, so the polished centre links is not a problem. It's going to look good for a long time. Maybe a bit of a fingerprint magnet, but you can always wipe that off. Aye, really nice. Screw pins, and they're really good quality screws as well. I have no problem with that. However, I've got an issue with this. The frigging clasp. I've been wearing it, so there will be dirt on it. It's not so much the scissor hands, it's the pressed housing. It's a bit pressed upper. It's a bit shitty. I mean, it's full titanium and stuff. I've not even took the plastic off it. Just look at that. One level of micro adjust, one position. That's pretty poor in this day and age. And it's too small. They need to extend that. I mean, at this price point, you'd expect for it to be competing with, well, everything else in the market, other watch brands. Because $650, it's not exactly a small amount of money. It's worth it. Don't get me wrong, it's worth it, but come on, where's the on-the-fly adjustment? Like everything else has got these days. Clasp is disappointing. But as I say, the actual bracelet itself is really good quality. That's just a letdown, that. It doesn't... It's like the weakest link. Pun intended. You know what I mean? Just doesn't go with the rest of the watch, because the rest of the watch is extremely good quality. Anyway, grade 2 titanium, by the way. I'm in the hardness coating. Blah, blah, blah. The bezel. It's fixed. It's fully brushed. There's no polishing on it. No on this one, anyway. But it's got the hardness coating and all that. So it doesn't matter. The dial. It's sapphire and like a sector dial. You're like, well, where's the friggin' sapphire then? Well, see that outer ring? I believe that is sapphire. And that's not metal, by the way. See that sort of edge of the sector dial before it steps down? That's sapphire as well, or glass, I believe. It's no metal. And the centre section is textured, and it's really, really nice. Looks great. And obviously the new logo, which also looks great. However, as other people have mentioned, but I noticed it as soon as the watch arrived, obviously, is the old logo on the crown. The old... Where the fuck is it? The old logo on the clasp. It's got the old logo on the packaging, but the new logo on the dial. Come on, you fuck. And they're not even changing it for production. That grips my shit. It does. I had this problem before when San Martin were trying to make the changeover to their hex logo. And they had different, like an S on the crown and maybe script on the dial. Hex logo on the fucking mess. Make sure all the logos are the same. It just gives a more finished product where you've actually, you know, attention to detail. Fuck's sake, come on. Oh, you've even got the old logo on the case back, for fuck's sake. Come on, guys, you could do better than that. Anyway, I'm bumping my gums a wee bit here. I'll go through the rest of the spec. Blah blah blah. The dial, I've just mentioned all that drivel. Applied logo, by the way. You know, it's a new one, but you know. Lollipop. Oh, nice hands. They're really well done. Focus. I'm not sure if they're diamond cut or anything like that, but they're really well done. Nice chunky sword hands. Loads of loom, as you'd expect, that I mentioned earlier, or showed you earlier. Talking of the loom, it's got 20 layers of Swiss Superluminova BL10. You're probably thinking to yourself, what the fuck is BL10? Well, it's like a Swatch Group exclusive, and the owner, Stephen, he used to work with the Swatch Group, so he has contacts and access. So obviously he's going to put it on his own watch, and it's done brilliantly. Layer upon layer upon layer, 20 layers to be exact. Impressive. Talking of layers, the crystal, it's a flat sapphire, right, with a chamfered edge, round the edge, obviously. But that's got 16 layers of clear AR coatings on the underside. And it does make a huge difference. I don't have any issues with legibility, anything like that. It's perfect. I mean, this whole watch is nigh on perfect. It's just the attention to detail's not there. Like the logo. Come on. It's disappointing. Water resistance is 100 metres. Perfect for this kind of GADA field watch. Case back's titanium. Even though it's got the wrong bloody logo on it. It's solid. Basic specs. Swiss watch company. Tumbler. I'll be wearing it, so... Oh, it's still got a sticker on it anyway, so... Aye, nothing exciting, but... It's a field watch. You didn't want pizzazz or any... in-your-face... You know... wasted money spent on the watch. It's a tool watch. The crown, 6mm. They could have went 7mm, I think. But I'm just nitpicking with that. Wrong logo. Enough said about that. Better. Screw down, by the way, as well. You can order these now, or pre-order them, sorry, on the Swiss Watch Company website. There is a link in the description, takes you to my website, then you've got all the details, direct link to the exact model, where to buy, and all the rest of that stuff. Remember, you've got until the 31st of October to get it for the $650. And as I said earlier, 3-year warranty. A brilliant watch. It's just those small attention to detail matters, especially the logo. That's disappointing. It's like they've not really give a shit, and they've kind of half finished it, kinda. Anyway, I still recommend it. I mean, it's not as if you look at the logo. You take the packaging and shove it in a drawer. The only logo you're really going to look at is the one on the dial. So if that doesn't bother you, well, fine. get it, because it does offer good value. You know, taking everything else into consideration. I still recommend it, but come on guys, just do a version 2 already. Or you should be doing pre-production, to be honest with you. Right, that's it guys. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Toodles!